What's going on, y'all? Oh, girl, this hair is done for. Anyway, listen, I just really want to get on here real quick. First of all, bitch, let me show y'all this, okay? Girl, I done found a whole new room up in the library on my job that ain't got no windows, can't have nobody interrupting me. I said, bitch, I've been here this whole time and I ain't realized that this room was over here. Girl, I gotta start looking around my place some more. But anyway, I just really wanted to get on here and talk about, because I already watched it. It came out last week, I believe, or the week before that. No, I'm pretty sure it was last week. And Bad Vegan, okay? Girl, I gotta keep the camera right here because if child, this hair is done. I don't like it. Okay, I gotta take it down. But anyway, I looked at Bad Vegan last week when it first came out, literally that Friday. And I did say I wanted to discuss it. And not necessarily go into depth with it because, as I mentioned in another video, it's damn near the same thing as Tinder swindler, but the only difference is this girl actually, the people involved actually got married. It's about brainwashing. It's about stupidity. You guys, I do not understand how people allow themselves, especially ones that are like smart, and I guess it goes to show it just doesn't matter what your mental state is, that you can be easily manipulated. You have this woman named Sharma who from years ago had a successful raw vegan restaurant, and this was right when raw vegan and veganism was like really the rage. Okay, it was something new. I'm not gonna say necessarily new, but it was like a new mainstream concept that was coming out. And she had a restaurant that everybody was flocking to. She got married to this famous chef, or at least she was in a relationship with him. I don't think they got married. But then she started talking to this other guy who was getting liked or having conversations on Twitter or whatever. His name was Anthony, by Alec Baldwin. Alec Baldwin at one point had a little thing for her, but she kind of, nah, that ain't it. I'm not in that type of mode right now. He wound up leaving and just going ahead and getting married to somebody else. Then this other guy comes into the picture. I guess they had some type of connection. He had a whole bunch of followers, at least it said. And it's the typical, I don't know if it was because he had followers, if he had, I guess, celebrities or following people that was commenting on his stuff or whatever. Either way, she somehow developed a relationship with this person. And they went as far as, it started off on Twitter. Then they finally met up in person. He didn't look as slim like he was supposed to be, I guess, in his pictures. But then in the course of the relationship that they were in, he gained a whole bunch of weight, which is kind of crazy given that you're with somebody who is on a strict vegan diet. I mean, that's her whole platform, right? So, long story short, because it was only 4 episodes, you have this very famous, at this point, vegan restaurant. This restaurant that was trying to get picked up all over the world. And then you let this man that you don't know from Toucan Sam, okay, you don't know from fucking Adam, come into your life, marry you so that you can pay off some debt or something like that. And that's the thing. Do not get married for a transactional reason, okay? Because then you're going to get stuck in some stuff, all right? Let this be a lesson, because I'm just sitting here like, there is no love. And this man, if you listen to the recordings, like, he was talking to her so fucked up. Oh, you're gonna do this, and who the fuck are you? Who is this? If she talked back or, kind of question what he was saying or whatever, who are you? This is not the same person that I knew. And I'm just sitting here like, oh my goodness, like, he was cursing her out. And I'm like, why are y'all constantly talking on the phone like this? Y'all ain't never really around each other. But see, that's not what the kicker is. The kicker is this. He had her believing that he was like, a CIA agent, a spy, people coming after him. It was on the same line of my enemies are after me on the Tinder swindler, okay? sci-fi type of shit. The family is watching and you got to do this for the family. Who is the family, bitch? This is not Marilyn Manson, okay? Or I should say Charles Manson and the family. Girl, what is going on? Mind you, after all of this was happening, he was telling her to do this, do that, and not only that, but take money out of the business account, her account. Her employees weren't getting paid. The restaurant going downhill because he keep on asking her throughout the whole course of their relationship, give me 10,000 here, put this over here. I'm gonna just put it over in this thing and it's not gonna be touched. It's not gonna be touched. Why am I gonna give you $10,000, $20,000, $50,000, $100,000 and you're not going to do nothing with it? That don't make no sense, because if you're not going to do nothing with it and it's not going to be touched, then I'm going to keep that shit up in my account where it definitely won't be touched, but it will accumulate, okay? It will gain interest depending on what type of account I have, and I will be able to pay my employees and pay my debtors off. You're owing all these investors money because of this man, and when I saw the man, I said, bitch, you got to be out your goddamn mind. That's like letting somebody like me manipulate the fuck out of somebody that's fine as shit, okay? Like, girl, what did you see? You know, and I'm not trying to talk down about myself, but it just did not make sense. I'm thinking that this man probably was gonna be the finest or whatever, but he was literally an average Joe. And when I say an average Joe, and he had her, basically, he was taking over her restaurant, taking over her email, had other people involved, taking money from her, and come to find out he was using the money to gamble. Meanwhile, he was also taking money from from her mama. And I'm just sitting here like, how are we letting people do this to y'all? I just don't understand. And that was to the point where y'all go on a run because creditors are coming after you, investors are coming after you, you know, the employees' checks are bouncing because they're not getting paid, payroll is not there, you know, you literally let your reputation go down the fucking drain over some guy, okay, that is clearly, y'all, when y'all see it, and I know I'm kind of running through because I ain't got that much time, but I mean, the man was manipulating the fuck out of her. And when we listen to these things on these documentaries, like when we play it out, it's like, how can you not see this happening? It doesn't even make sense. Okay, you're talking about some sci-fi shit. This man keep asking you for money after money after money after money. He's asking your mom. He's controlling what you're doing. And it's like, come on, open up your eyes. And I don't feel bad for it. Now you got to pay all that shit back. He got a couple of years in jail, if that. Now he out. And your reputation is tarnished because you had a little bit of jail time too because you was on the run with his ass because he forced you to go. And not necessarily forced her to go, because when they was up in the hotel's room, she said they had separate hotel room and he wasn't telling her to stay. Bitch, he done manipulated her so much that she didn't even get up and leave. I said, bitch, the power that is. I don't ever want to be in no position that I can do that to somebody. Pause that. Before I get off of here, this whole, I need y'all to watch Best Roommate Ever on Netflix as well. Both of these shows are on Netflix, okay? This is just a little quick run through because I did want to talk about it. I just don't understand women who get into roommate situation with men, especially ones that they don't know. Granted, you can get into a roommate situation with anybody and they can be one thing and you can already know them or whatever and they can totally flip. But I'm talking about strangers. That shit just fucking blew my mind. Okay, and it was only like 4 or 5 episodes. And when I tell you, I was just sitting there like, I would never put myself up in the, listen, I am not getting a roommate off of Craigslist. And then you have to be careful because motherfuckers know these squatter laws, okay? One of the mans on there, the last 2 episodes, he was like a professional squatter. Like he knew all of the freaking laws and stuff and the loopholes and everything. It was scary. That girl that was over there in that other country, and then dude tried to kill her, but then she can't. I said, bitch, and he's still out there. He's still out there. I said, y'all gotta be too fucking careful these days, okay? We cannot be so trusting. We cannot be so, you know, depending on what another person is saying. All right, you gotta do your fucking research. You gotta do your Google search. If anything, Catfish taught us image search, Google search, okay? Get all the fucking identity. Bitch, it was just a mess, baby. I be at work just looking at all of this stuff like this. And then in my mind, I be like, these people are stupid. I want to feel bad, but then I'm like, I can't fully feel bad. Because why would you do this? Why would you open yourself up to something like this? Oh my God. But yeah. Check them shoe shows out. Bad Vegan and Worst Roommate Ever on Netflix. I am trying to get into Young, Famous, and African. I'm 2 episodes in, and baby, the main girl, she bothering me. She's giving me an African Carly Red, but with a whole bunch of money. A lot of stuff about her just bothers my spirit. But she a messy bitch. She's a messy bitch. But I'll get back to y'all. I may give y'all a little taste of that. Don't count on it. Don't depend on it. I said I may. But y'all tell me how y'all feel. Have y'all experienced anything like this? Do you know some stuff like that? Bitch, put some stories down in the comments, okay? And I'll see y'all later. Peace.